Under the tutelage of Coach Andy Johnston, Gigi Fernandez enjoyed a freshman All-American season competing for Clemson women's tennis in the early 1980s, putting her on the road to a Hall of Fame career. In 1992, Fernandez became the first female athlete from Clemson to win Olympic gold at the Barcelona Games and repeated the feat 4 years later in Atlanta.
It was 1980s, right? And tennis had just entered the Olympics in '88. So it wasn't really in my thinking when I was going at Clemson that I was going to be an Olympian because tennis wasn't part of the Olympics. So, I can't say something that I grew up wanting to do, but once tennis became an Olympic sport, it was definitely one of my biggest goals. And it's a huge honor to be the first female athlete from Clemson to win a gold medal. That's just a pipe dream normally for most people. So when it actually came true, it was just, the highlight of my career. And when we repeated in Atlanta, that was an even bigger thrill because we did it on home soil. When I went to Clemson, it was the first time in my life that I played tennis every day because now I had a scholarship and I had the responsibility of playing tennis every day. So, Andy really helped me technically a lot with my strokes. When I went to Clemson, I had a slice forehand and a slice backhand because in Puerto Rico, the coaches didn't teach girls topspin because they thought we weren't strong enough to learn topspin. So I actually learned topspin in college via Andy Johnston. He really taught me how to compete, because I, coming from Puerto Rico, never really had a lot of competition. I was just lucky that I was talented and would win most of my matches. And he really taught me how to start to be mentally tough and taught me strokes that I didn't have, like how to hit topspin on a forehand and how to hit topspin on a backhand. So he was definitely very instrumental in my development.
Tina Krebs Bahn was an 8-time All-American for the track and cross-country teams after arriving in Clemson from her native Denmark. Bahn was the university's first female athlete to win an individual NCAA championship when she took the 1,000-yard indoors in 1983. She would later become the first track athlete to be inducted into Clemson's Ring of Honor.
I didn't think that I would be able to do that. But I've always had this stupid thing in my head. When I run, I just want to get there first. I feel proud, but again, I couldn't have done it alone. It was because of all the whole structure that was behind me, helping me and carrying me. And the professors were wonderful, and the coaches, the way they approached us as athletes with respect. I have never been told by my coach, you could have done better. Never. They were treating us with so much respect that you just really felt that you wanted to do the best you could do because you knew that they respected your effort that I was making. And my team, yes, I feel very honored, very honored. Unbelievable. I really can't understand it. There was honesty and respect from the coaches and trust. They just showed us that they really trusted that we were trying to do our best. And Wayne Kaufman, he was running with me, when we did intervals, and he ran with us at our long distance runs along the roads. And just this thing that he was actually going down on our level and doing the hard work with us. He could just have been in a car sitting in front of us and said, "Come on, you guys, you have to go." But he was running with us and he was so honest with us. I just really appreciate that.
A rare two-way standout from Clemson's first softball teams, Valerie Cagle was an All-American and 2-time ACC Player of the Year before making history in 2024. That's when Cagle was selected with the top pick in the Athletes United Softball College Draft, making her the first female athlete from Clemson to go number 1 overall in a professional draft.
Hitting was always kind of my thing. It was just something that I guess came easier to me than the rest of it. And it was just really fun for me. I wasn't very good at pitching until I was probably like getting into upper middle school, high school. Just took a little bit longer for that to click. But for me, like I never didn't do both. So for me, it's just very normal. When I decided that I wanted to play in college, that was something that I prioritized, was making sure that I found a school that would give me the opportunity to do both if I earned a spot doing both. I would say like I could find something that I didn't love about every other school that I visited, but Clemson was just that one that I was like, no, like this feels right. And this is what I want to help build things where I want to be. You're really helping to build the sport, and you're just inspiring a next generation, which is, part of something that I never thought I'd be able to say, oh, wow, like my crew can help maybe, inspire some other little girl that she wants to play softball. So I think that's the coolest part of just the things that you never would have expected coming out of it. Is just being able to, set a standard, just kind of help build that legacy for, the next generation. Coaching staff, they were willing to take a chance on me. They've all been very influential, and it's really allowed me to kind of grow and push me to be a better version of me. I don't know if I would have been able to get that opportunity if I had gone somewhere else. But again, like this was just the right fit for me. And starting a program isn't necessarily right for everyone, but for me it was great. And again, it kind of just propelled me right into all of the opportunities that, are so crazy to me to be able to say like, oh, I'll be able to be a professional athlete.